Hello, everyone. Hoping you're doing good and that you're having a nice week. My voice is a little bit cracked here, so hoping that you hear very clearly what I'll be saying. Last week, I spoke about finding your purpose, finding your way, and I said that today I'm going to give some clue that will help us find our purpose. Having a life that matters comes from the ability of adding value to others. If you want to make a difference, if you want to have a significant life, you need to find your purpose, find your why. So if you're like most people, you will be very happy to be given a helping hand in order to find your purpose or your why. And this process goes with questioning. So the first question you have to ask yourself in order to find your why is this: what do I cry about? What is the cry of your heart? What is that thing that causes you so much discomfort that you're motivated to take action in order to solve the situation or to heal the situation? And to have the answer of this question, you can go back to your childhood, you know, or you can think about your personal life, your personal history, and try to figure out things when you were still a child. Doing that, you can have the answer. And if you have the answer, you have certainly your purpose. The second clue that can help you to find your purpose is this question: what do I sing about? What makes you to jump of joy? What makes you to become happy? What is that thing that whenever you do, you feel very happy? You feel a very deep and profound satisfaction. If you find that thing, then you find your why. The third thing that will help you to find your purpose is also this question. Ask yourself, what do I dream about? What do I dream about? If you were given an opportunity to impact the life of others, what will you do? What is that thing that you would do? If you could accomplish anything in the world that will make a difference in the life of others, what will that thing be? If you have the question, if you have the answer, to this question, then you have your purpose. The fourth thing that can help you find your purpose is this question. Go towards your childhood friend, those with whom you grew up, take 5 of them and ask them this question. Ask them, what do they think you'll be good at doing? Ask each of them, what do they think you will be good at doing? Listen to their answer. Write down their answer on a sheet of paper and examine it. Sometimes the people that surround us can see very clearly what we should be doing, even if ourselves we don't see it. So it will be very good for you to listen to their answer, to write it down, and to examine it. The last thing, but not the least, and for me this one is the first one, and it is the best even. God. Pray and ask God. Ask God to orientate you. Ask God to lead you, to reveal to you what you are meant to be. God is the creator and we are the creature. So if we want to know how we are supposed to function, we have to go to the creator to ask him so that he can direct us, so that he can lead us, so that he can tell us what we ought to do. Because why? Before we were created, he knew us. He knew what he wanted us to do. It's just like when you buy a phone and you don't know how to use the phone. You go to the box of the phone, you will see a notice, a little book there that will give you guideline on how to use the phone. How does the phone function? It's the same thing. You are the creator. So if you want to know how you're supposed to function, go to the creator and ask him what you're supposed to do, and he will show you. Personally, this is what I did. When I was looking for my purpose, and I was kind of a little bit lost because I never knew really what I ought to do. So I started praying about my purpose. I bought a block note and I was writing down every dream that I was having. So when after written all those dreams that I was having, and I was keeping on praying for the purpose, I came across one book, and I was reading it. It was the book of Maxwell. I was reading it, and there were some questions in the book that I was supposed to ask myself. And the question was, what do you cry about? So I was asking myself this question. I was, what do I cry about? I wrote the answer down. The answer I thought could be the cry of my heart. And when I was still digging and searching in order for me to get my purpose, I came across another book also. And in that book, it was a book of Brian Tracy. And in that book, the question that helped Brian Tracy to find his purpose was, what do you think I will be good at doing? That's the question he asked his friend when he wanted to find his purpose. So that question, I asked myself that question first, and I went to five of my childhood friends, and I asked them that question, and I took a sheet of paper and I was writing down all their answers. So when I got their answers, I went back home and I was, looking at them, and I find out that among the five answers, four were repeating themselves. Like the first one said this, and the second one, in what he said, he repeated what the first one said. And it's not as if, they wrote the answer together. No. I went to each of them separately, and each of them gave me the answer. But it turns out that, among the five answers I got, four were like colliding. It was like the same thing that said. And I was like, deep inside of me, I was like convinced that this is it. And when I was confirming to myself that I think this is my purpose, something like a flashback came about the dream I used to have about myself. And I was like, hey, this is the dream here, and those are the answer in these other hands. And the dream and the answer were just coming like this together. It was the same thing. It was just like a confirmation of what I have been looking for. I have been searching for a long, long, long time. And I was saying, wow, thank you, God, because I have my purpose now. So let me go for it. So if you want to know your purpose, you have to go through the process that others took in order to get their purpose. I prayed and I asked myself from few questions among the questions I gave you. So if you want to know your purpose, I think this clue that I gave will also help you for your purpose, in order to find your purpose. Like I said before, Brian Tracy asked himself one of those questions and he got his purpose. John C. Maxwell asked himself this question in order to get his purpose. So ask yourself some question in order to get your purpose. And I'm sure if you ask yourself those questions, if you take your time alone, think about it, the answer of those questions are found inside of you. They're right inside of you. Those answers are inside of you. So just ask yourself those questions and take time to answer. And I'm sure you will find your purpose. So this is how I got my purpose. And I wanted to share it with you because I know many out there want to know their purpose, want to know how they can do to know their purpose. And I believe with this clue that I gave, someone out there will be able to find his purpose. So this is all I had for today. Um, don't forget to like, to comment, and to share. And don't forget also to tell me what question did you uh, take, and what answer, if you got your answer, I will be glad to hear what the process you took, and how are you coming up with the process, and what is the result that you're getting. And stay sound, sorry, and stay blessed. See you next Wednesday. Bye for now.